And then the monkey came in and did this little crazy.
You with the monkey.
Thing. It wasn't me.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back out to the National Players Club Garage
yeah,
Pod.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Damn it.
And sitting here with Kevin of the Emerald City Lanterns. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, got it this time.
Me, Clint Davis, Total Chaos. We got Hiding in the Shadows, Trudy Petrowski, Should Be Davis, of the Show Me Those TDs.
Keep it Petrowski.
She hadn't showed them yet.
Hell no, I'm not keeping it Petrowski.
Way fewer letters than Davis.
Exactly, and I move up the alphabet.
So we're rolling into some fantasy fluff this week. Some crazy stuff.
And our phone's not working, so we don't have a guest calling this week.
Yeah, phones are on the fritz. We're one man shy, kind of like last week. We were one man shy. I think that was you.
That was me. I had to do a lot of drinking early on Thursday.
You were scared to be there because of the Show Me the TD's destruction of
I actually had work to do early, and
you call it work, we call it scared.
Yeah, whatever.
So, and a happy birthday to you on that.
Thank you.
So, you reached the big 40?
40.
4-0.
4-0.
There's no turning back. He's past the hill.
And he's single ladies. We don't have any ladies watch us.
Not really, no. There's a couple guys in Alaska.
No.
Just saying.
Wait a second.
Still no?
Still no.
Fargo?
Not even. I have a wood chipper.
Got a wood chipper. So, we're going to get a phone in later on, get Aaron's picks so we can add them to our own picks. And looking at picks, where was it? I had it just a second ago. Right now, as it stands after week 6, Kevin sits at 9-15 with a +1.
+1.
Aaron sits at 8-16 with a +2. And Clint sits in 9-15 +2. So I not only lead my division, I also lead in picks. How does that work?
You can cheat.
Can't cheat. Everybody sees the numbers.
Trust me, he's cheating.
I'm not cheating. I wish I was cheating. Because if I was cheating, I'd be winning by a higher margin. I don't believe in keeping it close, unofficially. So, rolling into this week, we got F-bombs to get to.
F-bombs. We got some big F-bombs.
And, I'm going to start with mine, just because it was ugly.
Fire this back up. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I got them written down.
All right.
I take notes. That's how I pass school. Wouldn't know it half the time. Anyway, this week's F-bombs brought to you by, it's not Sex Panther.
No.
But it's Golden Delish.
Yes, and we'll be visiting that sponsor here shortly.
But it burns. Dreading it, kind of.
That's what she said.
So, my F-bomb was Ronnie Hillman versus Chris Johnson, my 2 running backs. Aaron and I talked about it last week. He said, you should put Chris Johnson in. I said, well, it's C2KJYB list. Because he was almost jobless there for a little while. Put up 15 points on my bench. Ronnie Hillman, who's the breakout, according to everybody else, running back for Denver, who's not getting the ball as often as he should, in my belief, put up 0. He had 3 rushing yards the entire game.
At the end of the day, it wouldn't have mattered. You needed 35 points. You didn't.
You know what?
Didn't have it on your back.
It looks better with the higher points.
Yes, it does.
I literally came down to the wire. I'd been switching them out for 3 days. Ronnie in, Chris out. And I'd look at it and go over and read, and Ronnie out, Chris in. And I'd look at it, go over and read. I kept talking myself out of it, and I'd switch it back. Literally, before the game started, I was sitting at the laptop.
Push go.
I hit go, and it went, sorry, it's locked. And I went, no! Too bad! So,
too bad, so sad.
Yeah. And that was pretty much the only thing I could have done. I mean, wide receiver. I could have put Nate Washington in for another 2 points.
I don't think it would have mattered.
No, it wouldn't have mattered at all.
Mattered.
Could have put my defense in for another 7 points, 8 points.
8 points.
So 15. You know what? If you look at it, the 15 and the 15.
That's 30.
It's 30.
You're still 5 short.
Those 5, hey, 100 to 105 would have been a better beat than 70 to 105. But, hey, that's all me.
But on the plus side, Aaron did have his share of F-bombs.
Yeah, Aaron, let's see, where did he go?
He had
Trent Holmes with 6 points, sitting in his starting line.
Trent Richardson.
Trent Richardson. Who did I say? Trent Holmes.
Trent Holmes. John's slow cousin.
And yeah, Brendan Lloyd sitting on his bench for 14 points.
There you go.
Not like he needed it, but could have been a change there. You know,
Again,
that's a
but
big
again,
8-point swing.
Again, points.
Yeah,
We're,
we're really looking at points.
we're at that time of year. It's all about points, ladies and gentlemen.
Vernon Gordo.
Vernon Gordo. We'll go over to Vernon. Gordo did not have enough. I mean, that was an 81-point loss.
Yeah,
You know,
79 points. Yeah, there was
again,
not enough. He didn't even have that in his entire bench combined.
No. But, you know, Joe Flacco would have picked him up another additional 8 points
Yeah,
over Philip Rivers. Again,
so it
I
could have
think.
been a 71-point loss instead of a 79-point loss.
Exactly. And, again, Gordo, you need to be going with Flacco, I think, from here on out.
So about the only thing that was on for Byrne was her tight end, which she didn't have
Fred
a
Davis,
viable replacement for him.
Yeah.
The only one she had was no, she didn't have one at all.
Terrell Owens. Yeah.
Terrell Owens,
There
yeah,
you
you could have started Terrell. Would have worked out either way. What else we got? We got where's my pencil at so I can mark some stuff off. So the meat's gone. Gordo and the Byrne are gone. It was a DK and the Annihilators.
DK and the Annihilators.
DK left a lot of points
A
hanging.
lot of points.
And it was a game-changing points,
It
I do
was.
believe. You had Josh Freeman and on the bench with 33 points. Started Luck. Now, I can see why he started Luck. Luck has had a lot of upside in the last few weeks. Freeman just came out of nowhere his last couple of weeks. Tampa Bay has been playing decent, just not so much in the past game.
I think we need to next week look at the quarterback situation for Debo.
Yeah, we'll do a quarterback option.
Quarterback option. New segment.
New segment, quarterback option. But you also had the Vikings with 3 points. You had Bills sitting with 25 points on your bench.
And that would have easily been a win for Debo.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
right
you're
there,
looking
those
at,
points right there.
almost 50 points.
Yep.
Or right at 50 points total
Exactly.
difference. So that was a win. You know,
Win.
125 points.
Yeah.
Bam.
Christine, Dwayne Bowe put up 5 points.
Darren McFadden on the bench was 16.
16. 11 points.
11
Win.
points win. So,
F-bomb.
boom.
Booyah.
What else we got? Give me another one. I'm
let's
on
go.
this.
Gnomes and 2 pump.
Gnomes and 2 pump. You had Rashard Mendenhall. Ain't no love like a Mendenhall love.
No, and he's been battling that injury. I mean, he came in for a couple plays and then he was out again.
Yeah.
So
He had 2 points on your starting lineup. Easily in a flex position. Change out Kenny Britt. You get 14-point swing. You would have lost by 4 points. Not really much you could do. You may have been able to swing like Torrey Smith up into your flex for. No.
Because he still
Yeah.
tight end, 0 points on a bye.
Yeah, that's
Hasn't paid.
pretty much all you could have done.
Winners have to pay.
You got the right defense in, by God. 24 points out of the Broncos defense.
41.
41 points. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Where did I get 24 from? Anyway.
I don't
Oh, it was 24 points against.
Yep.
Yeah, Broncos came back from a halftime 21 or 24 to nothing. They came out, put 3 points on the board, and Manning never looked back.
Mhm.
He owned the field.
Yes, sir. Erica,
31 unanswered points.
Erica, your book bet from last week. Aaron Hernandez, 15 points.
Yeah, you took Jared Cook putting up more points over Aaron Hernandez. Let's see. Aaron Hernandez put up 15. Jared Cook put up 9. Looks like Hernandez put up more points.
In my book, that is more points.
Not that you needed them, but
Again,
that was your F-bomb.
points
this
is
week.
points.
Looks like Aaron, not Hernandez, Kilgore, wins another booking. Go figure.
Trudy.
TD's in the rash.
Trudy.
Poor girl.
Wasn't anything there for you, girl.
He was not in the cards nor on the field.
And he had a player that did not play, and still
Heartline.
put up a goose egg. And he could have put in Denarius Moore.
Sean Green or Denarius Moore, either one.
Either one.
He actually could have taken LaShawn McCoy, put him on the bench, put that 17 points on the bench, and put 20 more points in its place for a total of 37 points out of Sean Green as a running back. And then he could have taken Hartline, kicked him to the curb, not even the bench, the curb, and put in Denarius Moore for 24 for combined of 44 points more than what he had. That would have put him over the 190 mark. That would have put him in a position to take the lead points away from Erica.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
it's all
True.
about points.
Trudy, what do we have there? Your
Defense, basically.
defense. Defense, you left 7 points on your bench with your defense. You know, you love your Lions. I think you should have stuck with them last week.
You know, and I told her last week going into it, I was like, hey, when you do your lineup, you may want to go ahead and put the Lions defense. She's like, well, the Eagles pretty decent defense, and I kind of like them. I was like, yeah, well, Vic coughs up the ball, 3 times a game.
Yeah, that's points against them.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
So, final F bombs. We got me and the Barfly. The only thing,
Malcolm Floyd and Jones.
Malcolm Floyd and Felix Jones. That's a 6-point
Six-point
swing. I could have tacked on for John.
Yeah.
Would have been nice.
Jackie Battle,
Jackie
0 points.
Goose egg.
He goosed it.
Goosed it.
I know. I feel you. I had Hillman do the same thing to me. Actually, for the same amount of yards too. How about that? 3 rushing yards.
I think they
phoned that one in.
Yeah, they texted.
Hey, I'm only rushing for 3 this week. What are you doing? Oh,
you're on Clint's
I'll twinkie
team.
ya.
I'm on John's team. We'll go for 3 yards.
yeah, Twinkie 3 yards. You had Bolden, Anquan Bolden sitting on your bench for 14 points. May not have made the difference, but it definitely would have put you in fighting contention. Would have been a little bit scarier going into Monday night's game. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Tell me about it.
Because
I had a 30-point lead going into that game, and I was sweating.
Yeah.
It's Peyton. You don't know what he's
30
going to do.
points is possible with Peyton.
Exactly.
Which was crazy. I mean, Peyton Manning only put up 27 points. He had 3 unanswered touchdowns. What killed it was the 2 interceptions.
1 interception.
Yeah, 1 interception.
309 yards.
So,
Bonus.
there's another 2 points. Yeah, you got the 300-yard bonus. It's always a plus. So, as F-Bomb said, everybody pretty much had a decent F-Bomb. I think mine was probably the biggest F-Bomb swing by 1 point over John's. So, I guess, well, I don't know.
You got first and
You
worst.
got Heartline? No. I think, Road Rash won his game either way, so it doesn't matter.
I don't think there was I think Devos was the only one that really would have mattered. So.
Yeah, Devos was the game changer. Swapping out 2 players owns the game.
Devo gets the big F. Big
Devo
F
gets the
Devo.
F-bomb of the week.
Exactly.
Pay attention to your lineups. Pay
Points.
attention to your matchups.
Points.
Watch your points.
And so let's go
We're
to
all
our
about
picks.
the points.
Yeah, picks for this week.
So you want to do the picks, or you want to do the quarterback option?
Quarterback option. We'll throw the
Quarterback option. Looking at quarterbacks, which we kind of touched on it with upcoming. John's got Peyton Manning and Andy Dalton. Averaging, let's see, Andy Dalton averages 22 points a game.
22 points a game.
What is it? 6 going to 14, 2. So
They're about even.
yeah, they're averaging about the same points per game. Touchdown wise, they're within 2 of each other. Interceptions, Andy's throwing more interceptions. Now, what I'm seeing is point wise, you're looking at 144 combined points for the season so far on standard scoring systems, which in ours is a little bit higher, probably closer to. Actually, no, that's based off of our points.
Yeah.
So
Because we dropped the quarterback passing touchdown.
Yeah.
4 points this year.
So you're looking at just ungodly amounts of points, 144 points and 133 points on 2 quarterbacks. That's an 11-point difference. That's easily a coin flip going into every week, looking at your matchup. Now,
like I touched on earlier, I think John's in a position to keep Andy Dalton moving forward. Just because you got Peyton getting older, you don't know what's going to happen, in Denver over the next couple of years. But now you have a quarterback that's proven himself.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Andy Dalton is right there at being an elite quarterback. And this is what we talked about off camera. Andy Dalton going this week. They're hosting Pittsburgh, and his quarterback average is 22 points. And this is our book it bet of the week here. We're gonna give him an extra 2 points for being
home field advantage. So you're looking at average.
24.
His
points.
average for this week should be 24 points. He should score somewhere between, would say, safely 20 and 28 points.
Exactly.
Is where he should be. That's an 8-point swing. That's a big margin.
Right.
Now, the thing with it is at Pittsburgh.
It is Pittsburgh.
Despite being Palomar-Lewis,
They are hurting
without
the defense.
they are hurting, but it's still a Steelers defense.
Can't
Now-
count that out.
You took the under on it. You're saying he's going to throw less than 24
I think he's going to put up under 24 points this week.
Give me a rough estimate.
I'm saying 20. I think it's going to be
20
a solid,
conservative?
a solid 20 points on that.
Solid 20? All right, I see what you're saying. And despite the way it is, they really don't have a whole lot of running. I mean, they've got rushers. They do have their rushers, but I see them playing catch up, which means he's going to get the yardage, and he's going to try to keep it close.
Even though
4 touchdowns, 300 yards is well over 20 points.
even though Palomalu's out, that defense is still rock solid. I think he's going to throw a couple picks. He's going to get sacked.
Well, sacks don't count against him.
They don't count against him, but
He would literally have to pull a Romo and toss five picks.
I'm not saying he's going to Romo up the game.
We are not going to call it that.
We are
for the simple
calling
fact
it.
that
He is not going to Romo up the game. But I think it's a 20-point game for him.
20-point game.
20-point game.
Okay. I'll see you 20 points. I'm going to take the over. He's going to break 24. And I will book that.
All right, it is booked.
It'll probably be closer to 30 just to keep up with Big Ben.
All right.
But definitely over 24 points.
Picks. Let's knock out our picks real quick. Then we get this loaded up. Do a little birthday shot.
Yay.
A hoodle.
Hoodles.
So we got
We got Meat versus the Annihilators.
Meat versus the Annihilators. I think I'm going to take Meat on this one.
I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to have to take the Meat. He's struggling for a win. He's trying to get back into that fighting contingents for a
Again,
playoff system.
we got that 4-way tie, for second place in the South.
Yep. So, Annihilators need the win, but I don't see it coming this week. I think Aaron's slowly piecing his team back together.
Yep.
And he always starts off slow, just never this slow.
Yeah.
So, he'll bring it around, and everybody will be screwed. Because he'll be backing around. I think last year was the first year he didn't make did he make playoffs?
No, he did not. And
I think it was his first year he had.
I honestly think he's going to go back-to-back without making the playoffs this year.
You think?
I do.
It'd be a close run. With the big tie down there, and the big tie in our division, don't get me wrong, but with the big tie down there, they're literally playing one win in points and one loss in points completely changes their setup. For us, it's about who wins, loses each week.
Right.
Which, if I get a couple more break streaks and get a couple more wins, I just keep securing my spot.
Well,
I get a loss and everybody else gets a win. We're now at a 5-way tie for first place.
Exactly.
And then we're back to points. So
And Aaron's the only one. I mean, he has third place, at 3-3, and but he is behind on points. So yeah, it's points.
Gordo on the bar flats. I'm taking Meat on that. I did say that right.
Yes. Gordo Barfly. Did I write down?
You took Gordo.
I took Gordo. I think Gordo's.
Couldn't remember who you took.
I can't.
You want to do a shot?
Exactly.
Thinking juice.
Thinking juice. It's smart liquid. Gordo's making his run.
Gordo always puts up the points.
That's the points. Yeah.
Gordo is a point machine.
Yeah.
He's dangerous.
Yeah, he
What
has
is it? The quiet giant. That's what
Exactly.
Aaron always called him.
he had, even though we're in a 4-way tie in second place in the South, he has it in points. He has everybody beating points.
Yeah.
So
700 and some change.
yeah, 780, almost 800.
Well, I'm going to take Gordo with you just because quiet giant that he is. He's probably going to pull his win. They're right here at the bottom of the page.
So next we get the burn and
two pump chumps.
And I hate to do this, but taking chumps.
You're going to chump us?
I'm chumpalicious.
Chumpalicious. He's macking on the two pump.
And Brandon's in the same position everybody else is in the South.
Yep. Which is why I'm taking the burn. I need to see that loss come.
And it's like I said at the beginning of the hour, or the beginning of the show.
I'm literally taking everybody but Gordo to lose in our division. No, I got Trudy and myself.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm 3-3.
you got to take those. But it's going to come down to the quarterbacks, and it's going to come down to the defenses in that game.
It is.
So,
It is.
And I think
And you're literally going against Saints. Her defense or her quarterback's defense is on his, and she's playing the Steelers,
Yeah.
which is going to be a good matchup regardless. But if the points go up, I see that defense faltering for her.
Yeah.
And I think the points are going to go up. But I'm still going to take the burn over flat out points. Breeze has been struggling. Graham has been struggling. He's been having difficulty with his matchup or his lineup.
They're playing
Picking the right matchup. Yeah, so I'm taking the burn.
All right. Show me and DK. I got it right this time. She's my underdog. She's my girl. I'm going with her.
She's your underdog. She's my wife.
I know.
And
She's your wife,
just
she's
because
my
she's
girl.
my wife doesn't mean I'm taking her, but I'm taking her this week.
You have to take her.
DK has been on the downslide. Trudy's been trying to come back. She's putting everything in the right place. She took a big setback when she lost Amidala and Cedric Benson, who were two of her pointers also. I mean, she literally had Stafford, Benson, Amidala, Charles, and Megatron.
Yep.
Always in her lineup, putting up points. That's 5 points. They were usually averaging 20 points a game. So there's 100 points right there. The rest of it's fill-in, and the rest of it's what she needs to win it. Now she's having to struggle, and she picked up Vic Ballard, the running back for the Colts. She picked up Sidney Rice for Seahawks.
Yep, but not in her lineup currently.
Is he not?
Nope.
Okay.
Got Mike Williams. So.
That's not a bad pickup either.
Against New Orleans defense.
Yeah.
Terrible.
There you go.
That's cool.
Maybe that's the one she picked up was Mike Williams.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's our team. I don't pay attention to it. Despite what Tupomp thinks that I'm coaching a second team. There's the Jason.
What up?
So we got Road Rash and ECL.
ECL. And I can't go against myself. I started to earlier, but
He
I'm
wants to go against himself.
picking this as the upset. I'm going to upset Mike this week. And everybody in the North is going to be thanking me for it.
God, I want you to lose that game.
I know you.
I want to keep my win alive. I'm going to have to take Road Rash. 5-1, massive points. He's always battling to keep his lead. I'm sticking with Road Rash.
And we're going to finish up with Chaos and the Gnomes.
So it's literally, this is just going to be ugly. If I win this, it'll be by the grace of God.
She's going to smear you.
So we know who each of us is taking.
Yeah.
He's taking the Gnomes. I'm taking myself.
You know how I feel about Romo.
And I'm taking myself for the upset. So, and that would be an upset. That'd be a big upset.
I think Romo's going to Romo it up.
Hey now.
So,
But
well over our 20-minute mark.
exactly, and we got another quarterback. What do we call it? The
Quarterback option.
quarterback option with
We are
between
definitely looking at
Romo and
quarterbacks.
Alex Smith coming up here in the future. We're gonna have to look at Alex Smith.
Gotta wait for a bye week for Smith, and we'll put it into the books. But hey, thanks for watching. As always, you can catch us on the website. We post on YouTube. I'm still trying to get all the Facebook stuff back together so I can get it posted back on Facebook. The National Players Club does have a Facebook. It's amazing. We have no followers. It's the only Facebook that doesn't have followers.
I thought I was following it at one point. It was like me and Mike, and that was it.
No, I think the entire league
Checked out.
friended it, but yeah, we
I
just
don't even think I friended it.
really
Really.
traitor. So
Appreciate
again,
you
thanks
guys
for
watching.
watching. Always anything you want us to discuss, talk about, bring up, BS about.
Oh, birthday shot.
Birthday shot.
Birthday shot. Hey, here's happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
I made it 40. Hopefully, I'll make it 40 more.
Somebody needs to. Damn, that's hot.
Great googly boogly.
See you next week.